The officer who gave his life today is a hero. He was protecting this community. He will always be my hero.
An Abbotsford police officer shot and killed in the line of duty. A suspect armed with a shotgun fires on police and flees from this shopping center parking lot in a stolen car.
Moments later, cell phone video captures the moment police ram the suspect vehicle. A firefight breaks out on a busy Abbotsford street.
This is CTV News with Tamara Taggart and Mike Killeen.
Good evening. We have extensive coverage of this breaking and tragic story tonight.
This chaotic series of events began in this shopping mall parking lot right behind me this morning. It started off with a call to police about a suspected car theft. That's where it started, but we want to show you where it all ended now. This is a live look at where the scene ended. The suspect arrested here in a dramatic takedown by Abbotsford police. And we want to give you an idea of the geography involved here. Here's where it all unfolded. The strip mall where I'm standing at is on Mount Lehman Road and Cardinal Road. Police chased the suspect in a black Mustang along Mount Lehman. That's south to just south of the Fraser Highway. And this, of course, all unfolded in front of shocked witnesses as they were getting ready for the lunch hour. I want to bring in CTV's Penny Daflos, who has been on this story all day. Penny, let's walk through how it actually started.
Actually, Mike, the timeline goes back to Saturday. That's when employees at a Ford dealership here at the Auto Mall say that a man came in for a test drive and took off with a Mustang. It was an employee at that dealership that recognized that man and that car today. He's the one who called police. The crime scene is massive, crisscrossing some of Abbotsford's major arterial roadways. It started around the Fraser Valley Auto Mall with a call about a suspected stolen Mustang. The caller blocked in the driver.
Unfortunately, a male suspect emerged from that vehicle and began shooting at the caller and others with a shotgun.
Abbotsford police arrived and exchanged gunfire. One officer was wounded, an injury that would prove fatal. The suspect took off, but police caught up with him nearby at the Fraser Highway. This witness video captures the sound of several gunshots as officers tried to stop the suspect in front of stunned witnesses.
I was parked at the turning lane there, and I seen all the cops' cars run around the side, and then I just seen the cops just open fire on the car.
The suspect had crashed to a stop, hitting an SUV. Witnesses say two people were pinned inside as gunfire flew.
Then the policemen came, rescued those two girls. They were shocked and traumatized.
A number of people were there to see Abbotsford police arrest the suspect. They say no civilians were hit by gunfire from the suspect or the responding officers, though stray bullets did strike several vehicles. Edward Emmanuel says the APD did their best to safeguard innocent bystanders.
They dragged me out of my vehicle because they didn't want any stray bullets coming.
This person was trying to kill people, members of the public, and our officers responded.
A terrifying situation unfolding during the lunch hour when one of Abbotsford's busiest areas was full of people.
There's only one other officer has ever been killed on the job in this community, and that was back in 2006. All right, our Michelle Murrow is live at Abbotsford Police Headquarters tonight with more on the officer that was shot and killed today. Michelle?
Yeah, Mike, a memorial is growing in behind me for that officer who lost his life, and tonight he is being remembered as a hero. When word of the officer's death became public, people began dropping off flowers, many strangers who just wanted to pay their respects. The officer, who has not been publicly identified, was killed during an exchange of gunfire with a car thief suspect. Fellow officers tried to save him. He was then rushed to hospital with serious injuries, but did not survive.
I was able to meet with the spouse of this person and deliver the horrible news face to face. It's something I never wanted to have to do in my life, but I did it today, folks. The officer who gave his life today is a hero. He was protecting this community. He will always be my hero.
Tonight, the flags are at half-mast and the community is in shock.
Our Sarah McDonald is on that part of the story where this chaotic scene all ended this afternoon. Sarah.
Mike, this is the scene where the suspect was ultimately and finally apprehended. This is still a very active scene tonight. You can see over my right shoulder that car the suspect was driving, that allegedly stolen black Ford Mustang. We can tell you it has serious front end damage tonight, and it is still barricaded in by a number of police vehicles. This is the second scene of this large-scale incident that unfolded just before noon. The first, of course, just up the road from us on Mount Lehman Road. Abbotsford police say the suspect opened fire there at that first location and was then apprehended here inside that allegedly stolen Mustang. And we're told this scene will likely be active for quite some time, well into tomorrow at this point, Mike.
For his part, this afternoon, Premier John Horgan offered condolences to the family of the fallen officer and to friends and colleagues. His statement reads in part, "As British Columbians, we are filled with grief at this tragic loss." We're going to have more coverage throughout the evening on CTV News at 6, but right now, back to the studios in Vancouver with Tamara.
Okay, Mike, thank you. Mike Colleen joins us once again live in Abbotsford.
Yeah, Tamara, truly a sad and tragic day here in Abbotsford. The community reeling, and I want to bring in now Abbotsford's Mayor Henry Braun. Mayor, you've been talking to a lot of people, no doubt, throughout the day today. What are people saying?
Well, we have a community that is in shock and disbelief that this happened, but it did happen, and so we are now trying to deal with this.
We're continuing to follow that tragic story of an Abbotsford police officer killed in the line of duty. Norma Reed is following this in our Breaking News Center. Norma.
Well, we're following this breaking story tonight. Here's a live look at the Abbotsford Police Department right now. A vigil is about to begin in just a few moments, and you can see that flowers are piling up at the front door. Our coverage continues tonight with the latest, including reaction from that vigil on your late local news at 11:30. Tamara.
Thanks, Norma.
This is CTV News with Norma Reed.
You're watching Breaking News. The latest video into our newsroom late tonight. The body of the Abbotsford police officer killed in the line of duty being transported from Abbotsford to Royal Columbian Hospital tonight. As you can see, various emergency personnel paying their respects as the motorcade passes. And a heartbreaking scene unfolding on the front steps of Abbotsford's police headquarters tonight as officers and residents gather to mourn that veteran police officer who was gunned down in the middle of a busy parking lot while trying to protect innocent people. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. It all unfolded over the lunch hour in the parking lot of a busy shopping center.
As the deceased constable's relatives overseas are notified, a vigil in his honor grows. Those he protected paying their respects outside the department he served.
This is our community. These are our officers who support us and take care of us.
Someone has a door open waiting for someone to come home, and that person's not coming home tonight. A father, a husband. It's just sad. I have no words.
But Norma, we do expect to learn both this victim's identity and the identity of the man accused of killing him at some point tomorrow, when charges are expected to be laid.